What makes Ireland one of the most magical places on earth? From ancient castles to breathtaking coastlines, let me show you. We caught the ferry from Holyhead to Dublin, which took around 3.5 hours. The coach dropped us off in the centre of Dublin and we headed straight to the Temple Bar district. It was packed, music was pumping and drinks were flowing. So we got ourselves a Guinness and soaked up the atmosphere. We then decided to head out on foot to discover Dublin's sights. We stopped at the beautiful medieval Christchurch Cathedral, founded in 1030. We then came to Dublin Castle, one of the most important buildings in Irish history. From 1204 until 1922, it was a seat of English and later British rule in Ireland, where it served as a residence for the British monarch's Irish representative. Despite a major fire in 1684, parts of the medieval and Viking structures survived and can still be explored. We then walked 20 minutes to the Guinness Storehouse Visitor Centre, where we bought tickets to the Guinness Storehouse experience. It was great walking through the story of Guinness, and especially loved the pints of Guinness with our photos printed on top. We spent quite a while enjoying the experience and the views from the rooftop bar. We wandered back into the Temple Bar district to continue our self-imposed Irish pub crawl before joining our tour group for a traditional Irish dinner and show at the Merry Ploughboy pub. Lots of fun. The next day we travelled south through the lush green countryside towards the coast. We stopped off in Waterford, founded by the Vikings in 914 AD. We stopped off to look at Reginald's Tower, an important remnant of the Waterford's medieval urban defence system, and has also been used as a mint, a prison and a military storehouse. We then drove further and had a tour of Blarney and Blarney Castle and Gardens. It was beautiful to walk through the lovely gardens and discover the castle and its history. We were both too scared to climb up to kiss the Blarney Stone, and the wait was pretty long as well. The castle dates back from before 1200 and has seen much war and destruction in its past. Blarney House was built much later and is still occupied by the Colhurst family. Walking paths around the castle take visitors to various attractions, including Witches' Caves, Druid's Circle and the Poison Garden. After touring the castle and grounds, we walked into the quaint little township. On our drive further east to the Ring of Kerry the following day, we stopped off at a tourist spot called Kerrybog Village Museum. It's a step back in time, giving an insight into how people lived and worked in Ireland in the late 19th century. We enjoyed an Irish coffee at the end of our tour. The driving tour continued through the beautiful lush countryside in very wintry conditions. It gave us a better appreciation for why the Irish have so many stores selling woolen things. In Killarney, we braved the weather and went for a horse and buggy ride through the township and the national park. The next day we drove northward and stopped in the village of Adare in the county of Limerick, historically a market town in the Middle Ages and now a designated heritage town. We continued our journey north and to the cliffs of Mohar on the western side of the coast of Ireland, joining the Atlantic Ocean, and the signature point on the official Wild Atlantic Way tourist trail. The walking trail carved its way along the top of the strikingly tall cliffs and past O'Brien's Tower. We searched for puffins' nests said to be on the cliff tops, but we had no luck as we were just out of nesting season. Our tour continued north toward Galway. We stopped for a break in Galway, where we wandered through the old town and to the city's hub, Eyre Square. We walked past many traditional pubs and buildings, including the 800-year-old King's Head Hotel. our drive north, ending the day near the north coast. We spent the night in Ballina, and then we continued our drive northeasterly through the beautiful hilly scenery, through villages and farmlands on our way to Londonderry. Derry, or Londonderry, has seen many conflicts in its time. The earliest historical references date to the 6th century. More recently, the area was rocked by sectarian violence with Bloody Sunday, an event that happened during the Civil Rights March in 1972. It is also regarded as to where the conflict known as the Troubles started. We walked around the walls of the old city, the only completed intact walled city in Ireland. We saw stacked timber ready for bonfires on the 12th of July and bands practicing, and sometimes it's seen as a divisive act, celebrating a victory in the 1600s in the Battle of Boyne. We then returned to the coach and travelled to the into Northern Ireland and to the Giants Causeway, which is a natural wonder made up of around 40,000 hexagonal basalt columns formed by an ancient volcano eruption. The columns look a lot like stepping stones leading to the sea and have inspired local legends, particularly the story that they were built by the giant Finn McCool to cross the sea to Scotland. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site and it's famous for its breathtaking views, dramatic cliffs and rich geological history. It's a must-see destination for travellers. Belfast, the capital of Northern Ireland, is a vibrant city well known for its rich history, lively culture and stunning architecture. We stopped at the Parliament buildings for a photo opportunity. We stopped in at the Titanic Quarter, home of the Titanic Belfast Museum, which explores the city's shipbuilding past. The city is also filled with historical landmarks such as the Belfast Castle and the political murals along the Falls and Shankill roads, reflecting its complex past. Belfast boasts a mix of traditional pubs, modern restaurants and a thriving arts scene, making it the perfect destination for both history buffs and those seeking a lively, authentic experience. It's been an unforgettable journey across Ireland, from the vibrant streets of Dublin to the dramatic cliffs of Mohar. But the adventure doesn't stop here. Next up, we're heading to Scotland, where the castles, lochs and incredible landscapes await. So hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss a thing. Thanks for coming along on this Irish adventure, and we'll see you in Scotland.